Grace and peace to you. This is yours truly again, Bishop Bowser here. And, I was reading something in regards to Jamie Foxx that Steve Harvey said. He said, this dude is fit. So when he heard he was in a hospital and had his medical emergency, he said he was concerned about that. And that made me think, but first of all, before I get into it, most definitely sending out prayers, been praying for, and much love and respect to Jamie Foxx. We're hearing different things about his health condition, medical condition, I should say, with him being in the hospital and everything. So most definitely praying for the best for him and that he speedily recover. God heals his body and so on in regards to whatever's going on in his life. But at the end of the day, God has the last say, and we know that. But while he's here with us, we hope that he does recover and get out the hospital. We will pray and hope the best for him in the name of the Lord. So one of the things I thought about when I was reading this article in regards to what Steve Harvey said in regards to Jamie. Jamie's 55 years old. I'm 60, right? And a lot of times, we do everything we believe it's right to be in good health, right? We exercise, watch our diet, not perfect in watching our diet. We cheat, but for the most part, try to watch our diet, what we eat, what we put in our bodies, how we think, and our well-being, right? To take care of ourselves, to make sure that we're doing all the things to keep us healthy, to keep us fit, and that we will live long. That's the objective. We want to live longer. But when you hear about people that are fit and in shape and take care of themselves, and something happens to them, then it does scare you a little bit from the perspective of like, wow, man, if that happened to him, it can happen to me, right? And it's humbling too when you hear that. The only thing I know at the beginning that I heard in regards to Jimmy Foxx is that I read it somewhere that he said he had hypertension or high blood pressure or something like that. But I don't know. At first, it seemed like they were trying to tie that into his condition now, but now they're not doing the same. And this is business, not my business or anything like that. But I'm more so thinking in regards to being fit and thinking that you're okay because you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but then all of a sudden something happens, right? And that what scares me many times, and it most definitely keeps me humble from the perspective of like, because sometimes I think in my mind and think to myself like, man, you're in good shape, man. You don't have diabetes, you don't have high cholesterol, you don't have high blood pressure. You don't eat perfect, but you try to take care of yourself and exercise, do all these things, man. You're on your way. Then when you see something like this, it humbles you, knock you off that whatever high stool you on, thinking that you arrived. We haven't. This body is subject to decay, and any one of us can die at any moment. That's me, you, any of us. None of us are perfect, or have this perfect body on this side. When the Lord comes and we receive our glorified bodies, we most definitely will have an indestructible body and never be able to, never die, never be able to, or never see our body decay again, right? Or get sick and things like that. All that will be done away with. But now we got to deal with those things, and sooner or later, we're going to die, right? It doesn't mean that just because we're going to die, that means we got to die of a sickness. I'm reminded of a gentleman by the name of Smith Wigglesworth, who was, they called him the apostle of faith. He died, I believe, at the age of 85. And when they opened him up and did an autopsy, they were saying like there was no reason for him to be dead. He had a perfect body, right? His body was perfect at that age. So we do know that you don't have to die of a sickness when you die. When it's time to go, the Lord will just take you. And I'm assuming partially that's what they call natural causes, right? But I know they mean other things when they say natural causes. So my thing is that, when we think about our health and when we think about being fit, we should do everything that we know to do to take care of ourselves, right? I, when I was in the streets, I smoked sherm, I drank, I would put anything in my body, I ate horrible and all of that. But at the age of 22 and a half years old, I got saved, got in church, And at least I stopped smoking and stopped drinking and doing those type of things. And then when I got in my late 20s, I really started watching my diet, reading the ingredients, cutting out the cholesterol, cutting out trans fats, even watching saturated fats, trying to eat better things that will feed your body good health and nurture it and fight off the antioxidants or keep your body from oxidating, I should say, and put things in there that will be antioxidants. Um, but thinking about Jamie Foxx and thinking about being fit and being in good health, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't take care of ourselves. And so you should take care of yourselves. Make sure, like if you're smoking, stop smoking because that's not good for you. Um, if you drink, stop drinking or at least reduce it. When we talk about alcohol, liquor, the things you put in your body, and just start focusing on. Don't overwhelm yourself, but just start focusing on what you're putting into your body. You know, like sodium, especially as you get older. As far as my age, I have to start watching a lot of these different things even more because as you get older, your body starts getting weaker, and become more subject to disease and things like that. But it really scares me many times, because I do take care of myself, and I'm not in perfect health, but I know for sure that the Lord has been good to me where I don't have any sicknesses where I have to be on medications that I'm aware of right now. And that's what really scares you because all of a sudden something can happen and bam, you're gone or at least you're down and now you're on medications. And so those things sometimes I'm thankful and grateful for it, but it can seem like I'm being arrogant and boasting too, and so that's the part that really scares me because you want to share with people what God is doing for you, but at the same time, you don't want to make it seem like you're puffed up about it and arrogant about it, and boasting about it and so on because you don't want to do that. You want to share your experience and not glorify in it. So I am thankful for God, even during the COVID and still in the COVID right now that I know of. I never received COVID or contracted COVID. Sometimes you can be asymptomatic. I might have had it and didn't even know it or what have you. But I know that um, if I did have it, it didn't affect me. But tomorrow I can get it and it can knock me out and kill me, right? So I'm aware of that. But my thing is that being fit is good, but let us stay humble because it can be scary too. Because no matter how good of a shape you in, you can go out there have a heart attack. You can go out there and get hit by a car. You can go out there and something, have a stroke. Anything can happen. Eat the wrong foods and cause you to die, or what have you, or die in your sleep. There's so many ways that so many things can happen to us. So that's what I wanted to share. We just don't want to continue to ramble on, but I did want to share with you in regards to that is that we do want to stay fit, but we have to remember that this body is subject to decay. Stay humble, take care of yourself, take care of your body, drink a lot of water. I remember when this was about 20 years ago, I used to drink Kool-Aid, sodas, all that. I only drink water right now and whatever my supplements, and I do take some supplements and things like that. And put that in my water and stuff, but I don't drink sodas and juices and all those type of things anymore. I just drink water and make sure when you drink your water, because a lot of us are dehydrated anyway. When you drink your water, make sure you drink in ounces, whatever your weight, half your weight. So if you weigh 210, then you should bring in 105 ounces of water, right? If you weigh 100 pounds, you should drink 50 ounces of water, half of your weight in ounces. All right, God bless you.